down the end of the driveway. Hey, no. We can talk down here at the end of the driveway. Roll your car, please.
Okay, I'd like to talk to Olivia.
Not right now.
Excuse me?
Not right now. Not without my husband here.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Olivia.
Not without my husband here.
Did you hear what I just said?
I did hear. I heard you plain and clear, but you can...
She was found down here, and I am going to walk up there. If you... What was the complaint then? Is your husband on his way?
He is.
How far does he have to come?
He actually had to leave work in Brandenburg to come here. So that's going to be real good for his job there.
Well, just know that you created that.
No, actually, I did not. You not following protocol and created that. Thank you. I know, Angel. I don't know why he's here either. Quentin, I need you to go inside. Isaac, inside, please.
Isaac, get him inside.
Jacob, are we kidding? It doesn't matter. If you don't get inside, you're going to be part of it. You look fine.
Yeah, what's that?
Are they still outside? Huh?
Just deal with him. We've got him under control.
Okay. All right. Well, it is very well made, but I think we've got a right to secure the area, and I think that's probably what we will do.
They're going to secure the area. That's lovely.
It's your call, man.
No, it's your call. You're the one that came onto my property. I'm in my yard. You're not in your yard. I'm in my yard.
1073, Tiffany, if you, yeah, you know how if you turn, where will you be coming from, Hardensburg? Okay, if you turn, you know, there on 1401.
Far too much of it.
Usually.
I've
Social services been here now, we would be. Won't tell me the last name. You know, almost like blocking you coming up here.
I walked beside you the whole way up.
But anyway, here is what we're going to do, ma'am, okay? Here is what we're going to do. I'm getting ready to call Judge Embry. Now, either way, whether you like it or not, and you're welcome to turn your recorder back on if you have turned it off, we will be talking to her.
Okay.
Whether you like that or not. I am now,
Under duress.
because you have decided to tell me that I couldn't, I'm getting ready to call one of our judges. I've called the Cabinet for Families and Children. You're stirring up much more than needed to be. Hold up, I let you talk just a moment ago, okay?
Alma.
Really all I wanted to do was pull her to the side and say, is everything okay, blah, blah, without you telling her what you wanted her to say. Basically, you're leaning down there, is there any problems, is there this, do you want them, do you want, well, you know, it's kind of like when you go on a domestic violence call and the woman comes to the door and says, everything's okay, everything's okay. I don't know what's behind her, so I'm going to talk to that woman by herself, just as that's going to happen here. Now,
Jacob.
I think you're going to regret going about it this way. I really, really
Yeah,
do.
usually people stand up themselves end up regretting it somehow because of retaliation.
I'm not going to try to create it. It's no retaliation in any way whatsoever. I mean,
It's a concern for these children.
He would have never been here.
I'm sure
I would
you're
have
very
been gone
concerned
by
about
now.
my children because, you know,
Absolutely
I'm their
am.
mother.
They're
And
standing out there in the road, looking
She
like
went-
they're lost.
she went for a walk. She was, yeah, she's, like I said, she does that. She likes to go for walks in the woods. We have 28 acres, and she just kept on walking.
Well, I like to check on children that are walking down the road with no parental supervision. And I just check on them. You know, I have children myself. I understand that they wander off. I understand this, that, and the other. And that's simply all I want to do. I have been in a position where I have seen children that walk off that have been severely abused. I'm not saying that that's the case here in any way whatsoever. But I will not go home to my home tonight, nor will this officer, until we find out exactly what the case is. Now, all you've done is opened a big old can of worms.
No, I just asked you to respect my wishes and speak at the end of the driveway. I would have brought Olivia down there,
For all I
but
know,
you came up here.
somebody's holding her up there. I'm still going to...
But you didn't even give me the chance. I actually turned around and told him to go get Olivia.
I didn't
but
give
you
the
didn't
chance.
give me the chance.
I don't give people a chance to hide drugs or tell people what to say or whatever. When I have a right to be at a place that I have a right, which I do here.
I have a right, because it's not actually my property. It's the state's property, and I'm just here squatting on it until somebody tells me to leave and tells me what bike they can and cannot take, my children, you know, my livelihood, my animals, you know, whatever it may be.
I'm not trying to do anything, ma'am.
Well, that's what it ends up usually, and I've seen far too much of it.
Usually.
I've seen far too much of
Whatever
it.
you
I've seen far too much of it.
think. I don't want to leave these guys or girls with a bad impression of the police.
They've already got one, so it's not gonna. You're not gonna change that.
There's bad apples in every group.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
seen.
I don't compare one person to another.
We've had more negative instances and seen more negative instances, I should say.
If you present yourself the way you did with me to the police, I understand exactly why.
Well, I have very few encounters. I'm saying that we've watched them on.
Well, Tiffany is on her way. I guess I'm gonna call Judge Embry. You know, really.
How many children are here, man? How many do you have?
9.
9? What form of support do you have for them?
What form of support? I work and my husband works.
Okay.
We have no state government welfare assistance at all. We do not take bribes from the government.
Is your husband not here right now?
He's on his way home. He'll be here in a moment.
Okay.
He actually had to leave his job for this, so hopefully it doesn't interfere or look poorly upon him, because he's highly respected at his work. So.
Man, I mean, it could have been very easy.
Well, I asked you in the beginning. I said that's the first thing I said to you. I don't want this happening without my husband present. You could have come back tomorrow.
No, I'm not going to do that after a child has been walking down the road. For all I know.
So it's a crime for her to walk down the road.
No,
is there a law?
My obligation.
But I'm asking you. Is it against the law for her to walk down the road?
Yeah, if I wanted
what law would that be that said that she's not allowed to walk down the road? What law would that be? Because I'm not familiar with it, but there's so many books. I mean, stacks and stacks. I'm sure Breckenridge County alone has stacks and stacks of books of laws that you and I will never even hear of. But I'm wondering, do you know if there's a specific law that forbids her, or that makes me negligent for her walking down? Because she's walking down the road.
She was picked up by a vehicle. Did you know that? Did you see that?
I was aware of that. We talked about stranger danger, you know, getting into cars with people after she did that.
Yes, it could be considered neglect.
But could be considered, depending on one's interpretation. But is there a strict definition of the law?
Yeah, pretty much there is.
There is.
Could you cite that for me, please?
I can pull the book out. Tell you.
That says that she's not allowed to walk down the road. I'm just wondering, I mean, I understand your concern, but I'm wondering why I feel like I'm being persecuted like a criminal because my daughter was...
You're not being
persecuted. Ma'am, I didn't persecute you in any way at all.
You came onto my property after I asked you to meet. I could meet you down by the car. We could have talked down there, but you insisted on pushing your way up here, which means you guys are looking for more stuff. Maybe I have some weed growing on the property somewheres, or maybe I have some kind of illegal still or something. I don't know. Maybe I've got 20 children tied up as sex slaves or something. I don't know what you guys have in your heads.
But
I'm just
tell me
saying.
I'm not welcome on your property, and there's been a little girl out walking
around. Okay, but when I tell you I'm not welcome on, am I welcome
more.
on your property? Can I just walk into your property? Can I just go onto your yard? Can I just go into your house?
You can come up to the front door or not? Yes.
My front door happens to be down there. My property ends down there. My property line is down there. You have come into my, invaded my space.
We have the right to proceed onto any property. You done told us it ain't your property. So what are you?
I was saying that sarcastically. It means the state owns it. I don't. No one ever owns their property. The government owns your property. They just lease it to you, and they seize it whenever they see fit. But yes, this is my property.
Okay.
Whether I be owning or renting, it's still my property.
We have the right to come to your front door and knock on any issue.
And
well,
really,
I met you down there.
I'm proceeding with an abundance of caution at this time. I really feel that I have the right to go right in your house now.
I'm sure you do.
You don't think I do? Well, I feel that I have it right under
Fourth
what we
Amendment,
call
right?
exigent circumstances, meaning that
Which
I have the
anything
right to
anybody
take.
does, especially if they stand up for themselves, it gives them probable cause. I understand that. I'm fully aware of it. I'm fully aware of those circumstances.
What's that? What?
I think that's Dad.
Probably it is. I think probably one of the rich people. On your computer.
Violating, abuse, or neglect of an adult. Can you tell me if there's any weapons on your property?
We have a 22 rifle, but that is it.
Where is that 22 rifle?
Inside.
Y'all homeschooled?
Yep.
What you doing, Poppy?
Angel, come here.
It's not on the outside. It's on the inside. It's like a broken bone or something.
On her.
You got your repeater on about today, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn your portable off. Please. See, well, I bet that still won't do it. Brett County, can you copy now?
Let me go turn mine off.
Okay. Well, I turn mine off right there.
They don't have food for you, Fiona.
Brett County, if you
Yeah,
can
please.
copy, I'm going to turn this other vehicle repeater off and you should be able to hear us better.
Sit down.
Again, I don't know what experiences you all have had, good or bad or in between, but it's nothing other than,
I just like my
you know,
property
really, I will
respected.
tell you, I'll tell you this, I was on my way home when this call came out. I've got a responsibility. I can't just say, oh, okay, I don't care if there's a kid walking down the road. That doesn't bother me.
No, I understand your
Now,
concern. What I don't understand is why you
I
wouldn't
mean,
respect me,
it
my
would have
property.
been, I would have been out of here a long time ago and
If you
probably
would have let
almost
me
to my
speak to you at the
house.
car, and I would have brought Olivia down. You didn't even give me the opportunity.
But,
You insisted
ma'am,
on
you
coming
have
up
to
here.
understand.
You have to
I
understand.
have a right to protect young people too. I have an obligation.
But you know
and a
what? The protection part of the
responsibility.
law is so minimal that that's not usually what we see.
You know, the last little boy that they wouldn't let us in the house, he was chained in a closet with his own feces rubbed in his face. And had
And I can't.
had I not gone the extra mile,
Right.
I don't think that little boy would have been living.
But
So
that's less likely to be the case, especially when I said I would have.
I can't take that
I had
chance.
sent them up there to go bring Olivia down. They told me you
Usually
want to
when
speak to
people
Olivia.
don't want you up there, there's something they
But
want
you
to
didn't even
hide.
give me the chance. No, I just want people to respect my property. I'm not hiding anything at all. I don't hide things because I'm hiding something. Because I want my privacy
Does he carry
respected.
any weapons?
Does not.
No,
Father.
the only weapon we have is the one I told you so.
Okay. What is your father's name?
His name is Joseph. He'll be here in a moment. You can speak to him about anything else you need
He's
to know.
right there.
Okay.
You don't look too happy either.
No, he's probably not. He had to leave work.
You're in trouble. Isaac, get inside.
Dad's home. Olivia, just sit. Just sit.
Zachary, get inside before you get
Zachary.
in trouble.
Zachary, get inside, please. Thank you. Unless you want to come out here and start talking to the police officer. You have something to say? You want to go inside? Or do you want to come talk? You just want to be nosy? Okay.
Zachary.
Alrighty.
Some popcorn.
Hey, how are you? Very good. Good. Todd, Pate, I'm the sheriff. Excellent, Joseph Nugler.
I know your last name. I don't know why you were telling their last name.
I'm sorry.
Here is the situation, and here's where we're at this point.
I want everybody out here right now. Sitting right here. Everybody.
We got at least one call, I think a couple of calls.
Quietly.
Yeah, I know
Your
the
daughter
situation.
was walking on the road, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go come try to find her. Don't know the situation. The lady said she looked to be 7 or 8, but she was a very petite little girl and acted as if she was scared. Okay. Anyway, she actually picked her up and dropped her off up here. So I come driving down this road where I think this little girl may be walking, don't find her, and realize that probably this is where she came from. Therefore, my unmarked white car where you see it, and met down there by, I guess, your 2 oldest boys at the car. Very nice, polite. Tell me that Olivia is at the house.
Olivia, come here, please.
Actually, I sat there for a moment, and they said her mother would like to talk to you. So they come trucking back up here, and I'm thinking, you know, I better go check this out a little further. I don't know what's up here. You know, it's kind of, I was met with a lot of resistance from your wife in that I don't want you on my property.
I respectively.
Okay, honey, please.
Thank you.
I don't want you on my property.
heard her on
This is the state's property. You can't come here without an arrest warrant. Actually, to the point that criminal charges really could be filed against her.
Take him.
Okay?
I heard that. Yeah.
Abigail, take him.
Now,
Everybody sit behind me.
here's where we're at this point. I have an obligation. You know, she will let me talk to Olivia through her. Basically, all I wanted to do, and what I feel that I have a responsibility and an obligation to do, is pull her to the side and talk to her.
Sure, come here.
Without her saying this, and this, telling this, and this, telling.
Absolutely.
I don't expect, you know, ones this age to.
Well, let me go ahead and just tell you where we come from. We homeschool and we home birth, so we get a lot of resistance from society. We get a lot of resistance. I mean, just like the lady that picked her up, her knee-jerk reaction was to call somebody instead of bringing her here when everybody around here knows she lives here. So we tend to get kind of defensive, but we don't need to add fuel to a fire.
Well, I have the cabinet for families and children on their way now.
That's fine.
Actually, I think that were you all living in a mobile home somewhere a few miles away not long ago? We came over there to talk with you all then, I think.
Nope.
Nogler, and that. You lived somewhere else here in the county, I think, didn't you?
No. I mean, it was over in Big Springs.
I can't remember. I'm
But
thinking.
we've never dealt with law enforcement coming on our
No,
property.
no. We had come there to see you for whatever reason. I don't know. I came with the cabinet for families and children.
No.
And
Nope,
whoever
not us.
had already moved.
Yeah, not
That's
us.
what I'm getting at. It was a double-wide mobile home. No, okay, may not have been. I couldn't. The social worker asked me if the last name was Nogler, and I asked her. She said no. But no, really, I just I want to talk to her at this point. I want to see what's going on around here, and if you know, you all have every right. I feel like I have every right probably to have gone in there without her permission under exigent circumstances, meaning people can be hiding and destroying evidence. blah,
Destroying
blah, blah.
what evidence? I mean,
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I
Okay,
mean,
I don't know.
we're
But
innocent
now,
till proven guilty. I mean, so
And-
we live in that, and we have a right, Fourth Amendment right to our property.
You have a Fourth Amendment
That's
right
right.
to your property.
Absolutely.
But you don't,
The only probable cause you have, Adele, is just she walked down the street.
That's exactly right.
And that really isn't more of a probable cause of anything, but just to make sure that this little girl got brought back to her family. And here she is.
And to make sure that she's living in an environment that
Is what, based on your standards or ours?
no, I mean, you know, you don't have to have running water, you don't have to have a refrigerator, you don't have to have this, that, and the other. But we've come to this point, and I've reached resistance from the time I walked up the hill, so I feel like I need to further investigate it, and that's what I intend to do. I've got a cabinet worker coming out here. You know, we can look around the property with your all's permission, or I can get a search warrant. That's probably what I'll end up doing.
Go ahead and
even
get a
if
search
you
warrant.
Tell me that. You know, I told her, I said, hey, you know, if you'd have just said, I'll walk on up here, I'm not saying that you're living in a way that you shouldn't be, but if she'd have given me the opportunity to talk to her 2 or 3 minutes off to the side with her standing up
If
there.
you would have given me the opportunity.
myself.
You're the one that never gave me the opportunity. I walked down to meet you. I had sent my boys to go get Olivia. I was walking up, then you told me.
Everybody sitting reverently
Came
at the
this way.
table. Right now. Okay, go. Go. I want you in the house.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Is it Joe? Is that your name?
My name's Joseph. Yep.
Joseph. Okay.
Sit at the table now.
Oh, give me the 22, please. Just give me the 22 so I can set it right here.
No, it's fine. I'm going to recording.
Give me the Jacob.
He's getting it.
Thank you. Here you go,
And I'm
sir.
recording.
Here you go, sir. This is all we have.
Sit down. Sit at the table now. Sit at the table now.
We're not getting rid of anything.
I'm not saying that you are, but I don't know.
You
that
have
you're
no
not.
right to accuse us of this. You have no right to accuse
I'm
us
not saying you
blankly
are.
of anything.
I'm not saying that
I'm
you
not
are.
sure what you would be looking for.
I'm not either.
Angela, it's okay.
I want to see this stuff.
You can watch the video later.
I want to see.
I effectively came out and showed you it, and that it wasn't.
Guys, I can't record audio if you're in here making noise.
You're the one with guns that are loaded with one in the chamber. I mean, who's really have to be afraid here?
I can't record if you're making noise. I said table.
You better make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, because there will be a lawsuit after this.
I'm telling you what, you're not going to go in the house. You're not gonna go in the house.
You can't just come
You're
in like
not
this. You
gonna-
cannot.
you're not going
Nicole,
to
call
go
the state
in the
police
house
right now.
and close
Call
the
the state
door.
police right now.
Give me your phone.
Call the state police. I'm getting ready to call them myself.
That's fine.
this is
Okay?
But you can't just come
You
forcibly
can leave the
enter.
door open and stay out here with me.
Absolutely not. Get your foot out of the doorway, sir.
Are you?
Call the state police, please. Right now. Call the state. I want the state police out here now.
I don't feel that that's right, Rick. Do you?
It doesn't matter. This is our home.
It's just more against you.
More
Well,
against
guess
us
what?
because we're standing up
Call
for
the state.
ourselves?
Call the state
I would
police.
like for you to stand.
I want
here
everybody to
at
sit
the
at the table.
door. I would like for you to stand here at the door and leave it open so that I don't know that someone. I know you told me there's no other weapons, but I don't.
It doesn't matter if I do have weapons.
But
I
you
have
have a
right to
weapon?
weapons. I have a Second
You
Amendment right.
absolutely have that right.
That's right. So quit trying to take my rights away.
I'm not
And I
taking
haven't
your
done
right
anything
away.
wrong. I had to come home from work in fear that the government was going to come and disrupt my family life.
They're fixing
And
it.
nobody's done anything wrong. And here you are, still threatening me. I want this door shut so I can talk to my family.
Let me say something to you, okay?
Call the state police.
trying to right now.
Let me
now.
say something to you.
I'm trying to.
Before, okay? I'm trying to be very easy to deal with you.
And so am I.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you
703
that if you close this door, and I'm going to allow you to do that, if you close this door, I'm going to talk to the county attorney, and there's a very good chance that you are going to be arrested.
Okay, Nicole,
You
make sure you
understand
get. Are you
that?
recording this?
I want
I
her
am.
to record that.
It's a
Do
request
you
of
understand
the,
that? Do you understand that?
KSP.
And you
And
understand
you're
my
willing,
rights as well.
You are willing to take that chance.
Sure. Absolutely. You can get your foot off my door now, please.
No one else.
Please.
I want the door to remain open.
You just said you were gonna.
I want it to remain open.
Yes, hi. I'm not sure who I need to call, but I'm in Breckenridge County, and we have the county sheriff out here, and he is harassing us and not following protocol. And I'm getting kind of scared here because we've given him our weapons already, and now we're unarmed, and he won't even let us close our door, and he has no warrant or anything. He just came up here and barged his way through, and I am terrified. And I don't know what you guys have, I don't know what jurisdiction you have, but I would like a state trooper here immediately.
Yes.
I've got one on the way.
I have a Breckenridge
he'll
County
be as
Sheriff's
nice as I
officer
am.
at my door. He's not following protocol, and I'm recording everything, and I want a state trooper here now. I am on Whitworth Lockard Road. There is no address. It's about a mile down on the right-hand side. It's a driveway. The house that's back from the road.
Jacob, come here. I want you to stand right here and just keep your arm on this door.
Is Bradley there?
Well, my daughter went for a walk down
Oh,
the
did
road,
ya?
and they got a call about her, and they wanted to come talk to me, but then they wouldn't follow protocol in talking to me. They just barged up into my property with
He's
their
not
weapons, and took. And we gave them our weapons to show that we're not
Well,
hiding
I'll,
anything, but they still insisted. I'm trying
What
to.
is that number over there?
Have a seat.
They won't let us close our door. They won't let
I
us.
tell you what, and will you
Do
try to
anything
call
then.
him too and tell him to call me on my cell phone? Or
I'm
I
just.
don't know. Well,
I've
I'd
never
like
been in
you
a
to get him
position
to
where I was
have a
scared
cell
of a
phone
sheriff's
before
officer, but
go.
now I am because now they're calling for more people to come in. They're not letting us proceed with our normal.
That's,
Thank you. There, I called the state police.
yeah,
Yes.
tell him to call me pretty soon if he can. Okay, thanks, Mandy. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna have to start recording on yours in a minute because mine might run out.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this gentleman's looking for. Okay, go ahead.
Complacency and obedience.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Complacency and obedience. That's what he wants.
Thank you.
Jay, stand right here so this door. Right here so this door doesn't wide close.
Thank you very much.
There will be a lawsuit after. I want you to know that.
And there very well may be an arrest after that. Okay.
An arrest for what?
I've broken no laws.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Olivia never broke any laws either. Yeah,
No, nobody broke any
I asked
laws.
him to cite me that. He never provided me
they
with that
can't.
information.
They can just intimidate you and bully you.
I'm not required to cite law to you.
Because you don't know it. You're enforcing laws that you don't understand.
Yes, I do.
And that's not.
And you are supposed
That's
to.
scary.
You are supposed to tell people
That's scary.
I told you what my investigation is about. That is why I'm here.
And had you let me walk my daughter, she was on her way down. If you had let me walk her down there, this would have been resolved down there. But you insisted on coming up, and I said, hey, can we wait, at least wait till my husband gets home? And you didn't even want to do that.
They don't have respect for people and their rights and their families.
refuse to let me talk to your dog.
I refuse to let you
without
talk to my
coming up
daughter
here
alone.
To get her and bring her
She, as a
here.
mother, she has a right to
Yeah.
refuse.
Yes. Without a warrant,
She
you.
has a responsibility to keep up with her children when I'm walking.
And you have a
dog, too.
responsibility to hold up the Constitution. You really do.
That's what I'm doing.
No, you're not. We have a Fourth Amendment right. You're violating that absolutely. You are on my property without a warrant.
Absolutely.
You recording this, right?
I am.
Okay.
I've recorded as much as I can
This
from
is
the
going
beginning.
viral. This is going to be lawsuit. I already called a few people on the way over here.
Threatening my family now.
Absolutely.
What have I done to threaten you?
You just got done telling me that I was going to be arrested
You
if I
threatened
closed
to
my
put him
own
in
personal
jail?
door
I
on
think
my
that's
You
a
property.
told
real
my children-
Possibility.
Yeah. You
For-
have no grounds. You have no grounds to even throw
Hey,
those
Judge,
allegations.
how are you?
That's just a threat. You can't threaten someone with arrest for not doing anything wrong.
Are you in the middle of anything at this time? Okay, I'm over at a residence in Breckenridge.
He has my children in tears now. If you're so concerned about my children, why are you making them cry? Why are you making them fearful of you? Barge into my house like that.
I want to hear what he said.
1073, almost
Right there.
690. Go around the curve and take that sharp left right back on
I want everybody reverently at the table. This is why we don't want these people involved. You understand? It's doing 90 miles an hour.
That's a state trooper, he's on his way.
Thank you very much. What's your first name?
Rick.
Rick.
And he's the sheriff, acting sheriff.
Yeah, I met him already.
Yeah, we registered our vehicles. He walked away from this conversation.
That's because he's trying to manipulate the information to the judge.
Yep.
We technically have nothing to hide, but that doesn't mean we need to give up our rights to prove that.
No, that's what I told him.
We're just camping on the property for a couple months.
Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I've harmed no one. Committed no crime against anybody. I've done nothing wrong. But yet here I am.
They don't care. They got the guns and calls.
I understand that.
And at this point,
Dogs are awful friendly for being such.
Oh, he's speeding.
Huh?
I said, ooh, he's probably speeding. Go get him.
I've already been to court. My wife is doing this.
Did I give you back your phone? I give you back your, I'll put it up there.
Who told him that there was a firearm in the property?
He asked if there was anything and Jacob told him.
Jay, we don't. Ever. This is why. Look, they want to come in and control everything. They want to dictate our lifestyle, our language, and everything. We don't.
He tried to at first, but they kind of intimidated him. And that goat got into that trash again.
Our whole property
Right.
and to make our life happy.
Repercussions for non-cooperation.
That's. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah. But that time, remember a couple years ago when the CPS came, they said that I could stand there while they talked to Olivia.
Yeah, I know.
That's how that's supposed
No,
to
that's
work.
why I want the state police out here because they backed us up.
I wasn't telling Olivia what to say. I just wanted to be there present when he talked to her.
I just don't want him sexually
At
abusing
the end of
my
my
child.
driveway.
I don't want him sexually abusing my child.
He'd take her
It's
off.
good of you to not really talk to the child alone. I mean, you weren't even up here yet, were you? Yeah, see, it would have been different if the two of them were up here. And he should have never asked you that without a husband here.
Right. If anything, a female officer.
Unethical. Unethical. I'm already going to file a lawsuit no matter how this turns out.
Well, you might
Is that
have.
still recording?
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be able to go back to work. But
I was asked how we support our children.
oh, really?
I said we both work. We don't take government bribes.
That's right.
well, thank you very much. All right. See you guys. Okay. I don't like to even phrase things this way. I don't mind at all if you get a search warrant, which that's a possibility, a likely possibility.
Well, I thought that's what you were calling for. She's not approving of.
No, she's not. She said if you want to go back and let them give you permission, that's fine. If not, you get the county attorney. Okay. I really don't feel good about that either.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because I don't feel good. A single man that we don't know, we've never met you before, asking to speak to my 7-year-old daughter alone.
But it's okay for her to be walking out in the street.
That she walked off. We didn't give her permission to do that. She got properly disciplined for that. So we're parents. Kids make mistakes. We disciplined her for that.
Are they properly being watched after
Absolutely.
when they walk away?
Absolutely.
When they
Absolutely.
Talk to you for just a second.
get a mile away, they're not.
To be truthful, though, I trust my daughter more by herself than I do with someone I don't know. But granted, she did.
She's exposed to people you don't know. I mean, there are probably.
I agree, it wasn't a safe move for her to do, and we discussed that with her, and she's lost privileges because of that. But
There are probably 150 registered pedophiles in this county that have moved here.
yeah, it's a pretty high number.
That was the concern to start all this anyway. The caller didn't think she was safe out
Yes.
And what is your search warrant going to entail? What is your excuse me?
No, let them do what he's going to do.
I would like to know what your search warrant entails, what your search warrant is going to
That's
specify.
going to be up between what he tells the judge. Sir.
I'm just wondering what you're looking for now with your search warrant, because it has to say what you're looking for.
It will be in the search warrant.
Yeah.
Read to you.
What are you asking for, though? What are you asking for, though?
Oh, you're not going to preemptively tell us what. Yes.
And what is your search warrant going to entail? What is your
I understand your feelings very well.
I told him when he pulled up, when I called my boys. I didn't know who it was. It was an unmarked car. My boys are down there. I said, hey, guys, come up here. I had no idea it was a sheriff. They start walking up. I see his uniform. I told him as they're walking up, said, go get Olivia. Because he told me, he said, they want to talk to Olivia. I said, go to Olivia, and I'll meet him down there. I told him I would speak to him at his car. He insisted on approaching up here, which puts me on guard because he has no reason to start approaching up into my property where my children are. That puts me on guard. I'm a woman, 9 months pregnant, due any day now, and a man that I don't know and I don't trust just because he has a badge and a gun. Don't trust him to be honorable. Starts approaching my home. I'm sorry, I can't allow that. It's not me being obstinate. It's not me being obstinate. It's me protecting my family, which is my first job.
You have a right to your feelings.
If he would have respected me and stayed at the end of the driveway, you would have never even known about this. You would have never known about this if he just respected me at the end of the driveway. But he insisted on approaching my house. And sorry, a good friend of mine was raped by a state trooper. I don't even play that game. Jacob, you see that board right there? There's a nail sticking out. Dad almost stepped on it. Take care of that. Everybody at the table, please, now.
Good luck
Back
with
at the
your
table.
next campaign, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we got a family of 9 people. We're all